Hi everyone, it's Tom Mackie here again. Just finished a fantastic trip here in Ireland. I'm laying down the groundworks for a new exciting workshop coming to you next year, and also went to a conference on videoing. Met the lovely Peter Mckinnon. What an interesting guy he is. And one thing about photographing landscapes is invariably you're going to you're going to land in a city. So to extend your photographing experience, you could do buildings. I love modern architecture. So we're actually heading off to a really cool building right now. It's the Titanic building here in Belfast. We're going to do a blue hour. I always love doing blue hour shots in cities because it doesn't matter if it's raining or if we have some incredible skies tonight. So, but that's the nice thing is that you can shoot them in any sort of weather. So join us a little bit later on when we get set up for our, oh, here we are, we're arriving now. So I'll see you in a minute. Hi everyone, so we're here now. So what do you do when you're doing a blue hour shot of some modern architecture or buildings in a city? So namely, you want to arrive before sunset, be set up, scope out your location, find the best angle, and then you want to set up and just wait, because you may have some really nice clouds in the sky. We did have some a few minutes ago that will pick up some color that you could blend with your blue hour shot later. So settings, they're essentially the same as landscape with a slight difference. So let's start first with the settings. We have aperture priority. If you want to increase the exposure or decrease, I usually use the exposure override button. It's quite easy and simple. F-stop, I'm shooting usually at F8. Now if I had any nice point sources of light in this, I mean there's some small lights on here, but they're not going to make a huge difference. I might stop down to say F18 or 22 to get that nice burst of light, depending on the lens that you're using. Now I'm using a 24mm 1.8 NIKKOR lens that is fantastic for doing blue hour shots, and I can achieve really beautiful light bursts at F8, F11. Okay, so you have a very limited time of shooting time to do this. So beforehand, I generally do a walk around the building to check out the best angles, and usually I want to photograph towards the west, because that's going to give you a really beautiful blue gradation behind the building. If you're photographing towards the east, it's going to be a very flat, plain blue. You're going to get your best results photographing towards the west. So this is where we've set up. We're photographing towards the west, and we just need to wait until the light levels drop. And you're going to have a very short window of time. So it's really one shot, maybe two, before the light levels are gone. So, I mean, they say it's blue hour. I know I've said this before in other videos. It's not actually an hour. It's more like 10, 15 minutes. Okay, so presto, the lights have now come on, and we're just waiting for the light levels to drop a little bit more. Okay, now another consideration to make when photographing buildings, and this is a pet peeve of mine. When you do architecture, make sure you have very straight verticals. You don't want these converging verticals like this. Now, as you can see, I'm using the 24mm lens. I'm tilting the lens up. That's going to give these converging verticals. But with this building, we don't have verticals. Everything is kind of going all over the place. It's mimicking the shape of a boat, a ship. So, but you still need to make them straight. So I'm going to take this in Lightroom and straighten these up in post. Now you'll see that there is also a really annoying lamppost right smack in the middle of this shot. It's going to have to go. So the thing about placing your camera, if you have annoying things that you know you're going to have to remove, like this lamppost, place the camera where it's going to be easy for you later in post. So I'm looking at where that post is intersecting the sign and the building, so I can actually build that back in behind it. So now I'm happy with my composition, so it's just a matter of waiting. And these clouds are rolling in right now behind us. One really cool thing you can do with clouds and buildings is a really long exposure. So if the clouds are actually coming towards you from behind the building, Try, say, a minute, 2-minute exposure, depending on how fast they're moving, and you get that really cool burst effect behind the building. So I'm going to get ready for the optimal time, and we'll pick this up when I'm finished shooting. So I got my initial shot a lot quicker than I thought, so I had plenty of time to go around the building and check out some more compositions. There was a beautiful composition of a very symmetrical image of the building that I'm really pleased with. So I hope this short video has been thought-provoking for you. It's given you some ideas how to tack on some great shots at the beginning or the end of your next landscape photo shoot. And as always, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. So I'll see you again on the next adventure. Bye.